Hi, Dave Alvin again here with Firewalk Adventures. I was recently asked, what can someone expect when they do and participate in an experience like this, a firewalk or a glass walk? Well, let me start with my own children. My daughter was 6 years old the first time she did her firewalk, and my son was 9 years old. We were literally at a Tony Robbins event, and Tony and I, my daughter came up, and he took her by one hand, I took her by the other, and we walked her across the fire. And I can tell you, if you ask her today, it was an absolutely transformative moment in her life. It was huge. And then my son came up, and Tony looked at my son and goes, "I love you, and I love your daddy, now walk." And he took off and he walked. And if you ask my son, he'll tell you the same thing. It was an absolutely incredible experience. But what about everyday common people? What happens to them, right? Can they expect the same extraordinary results? And I can tell you they absolutely can. But it doesn't matter. It can be a celebrity too. Let's look at Oprah for a moment. My team walked her back in 2010, I believe it was. And if you go look at the video on YouTube of her, she literally firewalks. And within moments of that firewalk, she walks off, the camera follows her, and she literally makes one of the biggest business decisions of her life while she's in that peak state. Another example would be a young man growing up in his family who weren't very supportive. And they told him that, he probably would never do what he was thinking about and what he really wanted to do something in his life. And he went to an event, he did a firewalk, and he went home and he wrote Sleepless in Seattle. Another young man who was tragically hit in an automobile accident, lost both legs, a collegiate athlete, one of the most extraordinary moments of my life in terms of doing the firewalks and watching something so profound. That young man showed up at that event, rolled his wheelchair up to the firewalk, positioned himself, flung himself forward, went into a handstand, and walked across the fire in his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I can tell you. This is real. Firewalking has been around culturally for thousands of years. It's been used to change their life. It's been used as a cultural rite of passage, life-changing experience. And it's exactly what it'll do for you. Again, my name is Dave Alvin, Firewalk Adventures. Thanks for watching. So if you'd like a little more information, if you'd like to talk with us, if you'd like to talk with me personally, there's a link right here below. Just click on that link, give us a little bit of information, and we'll get your event going for you. Thanks again.